Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Corey Ballantyne on the return.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their second-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
It's a pretty bland game he had.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Duke Riley up.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Eagles take over.
Now we get a look at Jalen Hurts, the surprise second-round pick back in April, as he gets set to operate this Philadelphia Eagles offense.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, when you get under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
An excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down, Giants.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
First and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up
second and goal from the 1.
1-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and 8.
And that will be incomplete.
First pass intended for Deshaun Jackson.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This is caught by Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And they
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do that, right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
On the 6-yard line.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Jones pass.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The numbers for Sanders last week, they just could not stop him defensively. Hit the 200-yard mark, went over that, but he didn't score one time.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Because normally when you have that kind of performance, you hit on a couple of big, long runs, a 60-yarder, a 70-yarder. But for him, it was more like a 10 here, a 20 there. He spent the entire game just wearing down that defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Deshaun Jackson, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. This, a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2.
Giants 2.
They got the reception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, New York.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Catch made by Slayton.
Jones.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
1 yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Complete to Saquon.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
3. Giants 2.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Barkley hit in the ball, pops free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And he puts it through to extend this thing to a 10-2 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the start, and they score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Valentine to return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Finds his tight end Ingram. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
3-yard pickup.
The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he finds his tight end, it's Hurts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Valentine to return. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The tackle made by Derek Barnett. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles.
2nd and 5 now. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, is starting to put together some drives.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
18-yard line. 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
That's to his running back, complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
12 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Caught by the tight end Hurts.
Hurts pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of...
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 48 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was kept up by an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Valentine to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Shepard. It's a
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
7 at the 34-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
The Giant ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st down Giants, Jones to Ingram. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Tate. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Jones pass.
Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover him?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm saying as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is, despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going to let this go. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
No gain there on the completion. Second and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
New York.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He was brought down by Darius Slay. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
throwing on second and 14. Jones.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Jones now throwing on third and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Tate. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Hurts. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good. Good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. Giants 9. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
I'm talking with enough players nowadays when they have these types of kicks that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts it.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
The pass, fumbled on the play, recovered by the offense.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Giants first down.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
First
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down, Giants.
On first down, Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10.
There's Jones to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line and made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Hurts the best running quarterback in this year's crop of rookies. He's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 38. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. So a third and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, I mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At
New York ready to go again offensively. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On the tackle.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, New York.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
3 yards.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one...
Jones hit in the ball zone.
Jalen Hurts.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? Because for situations like this, do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Ingram hauls it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Jones now, operating from the gun. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
Sterling Shepard.
Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Bird sets up to throw it, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trevor Williams with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, New York.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Throwing again. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The Giants.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Jones.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Giants.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
To Golden Tate.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Number 20.
Now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run here with Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 3.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Jones back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Gain of 14.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Barkley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Number 26.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon Graham. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Evan Ingram.
Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Number 26.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
And 3 at the 46-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to let this go deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson in the final minute, and the Eagles have moved out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to let this go deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson in the final minute, and the Eagles have moved out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. time to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 7. A little over 50 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Tate.
Jones pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. 41. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out. And I know we didn't on air,